Hi everyone, this is my recipe for a basic carbonara. As you can see, a small list of ingredients there. Um, Chopping up the bacon, chop it up as chunky or as fine as you like. Just use a good dry cured bacon or pancetta if you can afford it. Um, just not the stuff in 1 kilo packs, because it's pretty cheap and nasty stuff full of water and not that much flavour in the grand scheme of things. Chuck away a little hunk of fat like that, don't need it. There's plenty of fat throughout the bacon itself. Small bunch of thyme there sitting on the chopping board. We'll use that in a sec. Um, get a pan on the heat. Use a medium heat if you're using a non-stick pan, just because they're not supposed to have a really high heat. It can damage them. I might do a video later on of how bad a pan can get if you constantly thrash it using full whack. While the bacon's frying, make your sauce. Very simple, just 1 egg per person and half a handful of pecorino cheese. If you don't like pecorino, can't find it, Parmesan is a perfectly fine substitute. The Italians probably will disagree. Mix it up nice and well, try and get rid of any lumps that sort of build up as the cheese pumps up while you're mixing it. Fork or a whisk, whatever works for you. Once the bacon starts to get nice and crisp, it's quite important in this dish to add a lot of pepper. It may seem a bit over the top, but it's not only for seasoning. You want a little bit of heat in the background there, and pepper and bacon sort of works quite well. And once it's nice and crisp like this, take it off the heat, turn the heat off, and chop up your thyme and your garlic. Take the ends off the thyme if it's a bit woody, and finely chop it as much as you can. Just get the stalks finely chopped. Do the same with the garlic. It's quite nice to chop it with the thyme, it helps meld the flavours together quite nicely. Try and get the garlic nice and fine. I do like adding this when the heat is already off as well, just because the garlic can tend to get a bit bitter if you overcook it and make it crispy, and the thyme doesn't really take to a lot of heat either. So heat off, give it a good stir, and even remove the pan from the heat if you like. As you can see, I've got a pot of boiling water there going. Had about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, not much. You don't need to go as crazy on the salt as they tend to tell you on TV. Salt it as aggressively as you like. Stir the spaghetti in, make sure it's all below the water, and simmer it. It's important to cook it to how you like it. You'll hear people say al dente, but if you like it really soft, then cook it really soft. It's totally up to you. As you can see there, I kept a little bit of the cooking liquid. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. Once you've drained the spaghetti, pour it into the pan, which is off the heat. Very important to do that, because otherwise we'll scramble the eggs instead of making a sauce. Stir the spaghetti around, make sure it soaks up a little bit of the oil, and then in with your sauce. Stir that round, and you're hopefully cooking the egg using the heat of the pasta, not the heat of the pan. So you just want a nice velvety smooth sauce. This is where you'd add some pasta water if it's starting to get a bit thick, just to thin it out and make it nice and smooth. And that's that. Plate up on a nice big plate or a bowl, and just give a final grating of Parmesan or pecorino and a little dash of olive oil on the top. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll try and put videos out as often as I can, and have a look at my Facebook and Tumblr blogs. A few recipes there for you all to look at, and most importantly, enjoy it. It's bloody good stuff, this. Catch you later, guys.